17 counties out of 21 in the NARIC project have chosen dairy as their priority value chain. As a research organization, we support the farming community, both livestock and agricultural, by developing technologies, innovations, and management practices to increase production and productivity and make the sector profitable. So today we are here training farmers on in the dairy subsector. As you are aware, the dairy subsector is a very important sector in this country. Despite the fact that we say we are the most developed in sub-Saharan Africa, we still have a lot of challenges. And the one you can remember is in the last few months, there was an outcry about the cost of feed, the cost of livestock feed. That is one of the challenges farmers face. The feed, disease control, availability of good breeding material. As you're also aware, most of these animals are in ASAL areas. You know, 80% of Kenya is classified as arid and semi-arid. In those ASAL areas, we have many challenges of feed, we have many challenges of disease, we have many challenges of adaptability to those conditions. So a lot of the livestock the dairy livestock that are kept in the high potential areas are the imported European breeds like the Holstein Friesians, the Ayrshire, the Jersey, the Guernsey. But in the arid and semi-arid areas, those kind of animals don't do very well. So as an organization, we have a breed from Pakistan called the Saiwa, which is a dual-purpose breed. It produces both milk and is good for meat. We have gone ahead and crossed the Saiwa with the imported breeds like the Friesian and the Ayrshire specifically. And those two animals are very, very adapted to our conditions in this country, especially in the arid. They consume a lot of feed. Two, they are able to convert low quality feed to meat and to milk. And those are the technologies that we are promoting to our farmers. Currently, a crossbreed of Saiwa and Friesian can do on normal feed without a lot of intensive feeding. It can do up to 30 liters of milk per day. Whereas an improved Saiwa will do maybe 10, 8. But because we're interested in both the milk and the meat, we have developed that breed, and the materials or the breeding bulls are available at the Kalro Naivasha. We don't have enough for everybody, so we have moved ahead and trained farmers on the use of AI, artificial insemination, so that the material can be able to go across all the farming communities. The other aspect which is also Kalro is doing is feed formulation, depending on the areas where you are, depending on the materials that you have. If you have maize jam, if you have maize, if you have boma rods, if you have napier grass, if you have bracharia grass, which we have introduced, that's a grass introduced from Brazil, although it originally was taken from Africa, from Kenya. We have repatriated it. We have reintroduced it to the farmers. The protein content of that bracharia grass is about 18 to 22%. So it makes a lot of difference when dairy farmers use them, because it increases productivity to very high levels. The transfer of technology from research to the farms. We are training extension officers so that they can go and lead farmers and also train farmers so that they can be able to increase their productivity. As an organization, we cannot be able to reach all the farmers, but we have improvised technology whereby farmers can directly call to Kalro headquarters and ask for information on anything to do with agriculture. We have 8 staff who are trained, who are on call from 8 to 8 in the evening. If you call in the evening or you SMS, they'll get your question and answer you the following morning. They will be able to call our experts, or they'll connect the farmer to the experts, and they're able to get the answers they require. Most of the time, especially now we are going towards planting season in March, we will get a lot of inquiries about, I'm in Narok and I want to plant maize. What variety should I plant? What variety should I use? What is the fertilizer should I use? How should I apply? Or when there's a disease, we'll get farmers sending us pictures of infected plants, and we're able to diagnose and tell them how to manage. We are going to train our 500,000 farmers on different aspects, different value chains. Also, as an organization, we have registered, currently, we have registered over 600,000 farmers in this country, which we can reach them by SMS. We know there are priority value chains, 4 priority value chains, which those farmers are engaged. We have georeferenced them, we know where they are. And we'll start sending messages to them now. If the rainy season starts in April, for those who are planting maize, we'll tell them the varieties that are available, when to plant, how to apply the fertilizer. We send the messages to their SMS, to their phones. Use AI. So that semen is sold to Kenya Animal Genetic Resource Center, GAGRIC, which is mandated now to supply the semen all over the country, 100 animals, as opposed to each one having a bull. This is not practically possible. Especially zero grazing, it is easy to manage the manure to the extent that the methane released into the atmosphere is minimized. And that is work in progress. That's why we are talking about climate smart agriculture, climate smart technologies.